Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bobcats kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Cam Coleman, the portal addition from Auburn. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. First carry of the season for this transfer. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into. There's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Keeps it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Running the red zone, it's Smothers. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Got enough for the first. He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Might be changing the route. Throwing Manning. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To throw, it's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Burgess. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Snagged out of the air. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
Running inside, it's Burgess. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. It's caught. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Burgess. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground with the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To throw, Manning. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Coleman open on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Third touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes with a 7-3 lead to start this one. Neither offense has hit their stride, and you got to give some credit to these defenses, too. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Kinney at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the...
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Looking for space. It's Smothers. There's a little room there. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and, man, have they started the season right in that regard. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The run inside. It's Smothers. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Bring in the heat. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He might want another play. A give to Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Got a little grass. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Here's Arch to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turns it on at midfield. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off for Brown. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. First down, right back to Brown. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. quickness. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now
he's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
no doubt, situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Jackson will throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Jenkins. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Bobcats want to move quickly. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might...
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the catch. It's Evans. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Oh, a double pass. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Over the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receiver.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.